What is up, guys? How is everybody doing out there? So, Mr. Live coming at you. Wanted to talk to y'all today about something really exciting. This is actually going to be an interesting one. I haven't done a YouTube Live in a really long time. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to you guys about this particular cryptocurrency that is coming out in the market. So let me just share my screen real quick. All right. So here we go. So here we go. We're looking at the market, and we're seeing a lot of positivity in the market, and that's something that's really exciting. The fact that we are able to actually see a lot of green in the market is something that is really, really cool and really exciting. And it's a good time for anybody to basically be involved in cryptocurrency. So when we think about crypto and we think about the market and we see exactly what is going on right now, so let's take a look. Well, we look at the top performing assets that were actually in the market over the past 24 hours, and we see that Hive has gone up 127%. And now the first thing that comes to your mind is, well, hey, is this a pump and dump or is this a real coin? Because you have to think about this coin went from something like 18 or 17 cents yesterday to 41 cents. So I did a little bit of digging on Hive. It actually is a really good coin. And at the same time, there's a halving coming up, which is about 16 days away for the coin. So people are continuing to buy and buy and buy until the halving, where I'm sure there's going to be a dump to a certain extent. Then you also look at Digibyte. Now, Digibyte is also coming around a little bit. This coin's been around for a good three and a half years, a little bit more than that now. And maybe a lot of us actually have this particular crypto. And we basically are wondering, well, hey, when is this going to pop? Well, it's a penny now. It was a penny more or less when it came out. And, we have to wait and see. And it's a wait and see process to basically see what happens with this particular one. And there's other ones too that are coming around again. You see Tezos is rising a little bit more, and you see Icon is back in the mix now. Icon is rising about 7.3%. Engine coin is starting to gain momentum. Now that gaming coin is really starting to gain momentum, 36.7 over the last 7 days. So really, really impressive. But what are we here to talk about? We are here to talk about a coin called Bitcoin Black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to the Bitcoin Black website, and then I'm going to go through this a little bit with you so you guys understand a little bit more basically on what this is and how that's going to work and so forth and so on. And then we're going to revert back so you guys can understand that why maybe you should actually take a look at this particular coin and how you can get 3,600 coins for free. That means you don't have to buy anything. You're just going to get gifted 3,600 coins in an airdrop. So let's go down a little bit. So it's a fee-free cryptocurrency. It has instant transactions, fair distribution. 90 to 99% of all the Bitcoin is owned by 1% of all the users. Now, this is very true. We look at Bitcoin and we say, well, hey, but these 1 to 5%, let's say, of the whole population actually owns all of the Bitcoin. Well, they're doing something here to make sure that that does not happen. So it's revolutionary. Each account has its own blockchain, scalable for worldwide use, greener, so it's more energy efficient. Rewards, you have incentives for introduction. They're going to be coming out with different apps that are going to be out there where you can actually get rewards for. And accessible, it's more user-friendly and higher scalable distribution than ever. So if we hit now, they're coming out with a wallet for Google Play and for the App Store, but right now they have this wallet. So it's a basic wallet right now. And so yeah, there we go. So I don't have anything in here yet because the airdrop hasn't happened, but this is basically my wallet. So you have a receiving address and you're going to be able to scan, and you can also send once that gets going. You can show your account settings. There's a little bit of interoperability with other different currencies and a few other things. But that's the main part of it. So giving power back to the people. A fairly distributed, greener, fee-free, and instant cryptocurrency designed for mass adoption, intended to pay wages, rent, food, bills, and everyday purchases, cutting fiat out of the circle, transitioning to the new monetary system with less flaws than traditional cryptocurrencies and government-backed fiat, exposing manipulation in the current system. So this is a decentralized Bitcoin. It's exactly what it is 100% decentralized to become the first true autonomous decentralized system. That's basically their goal. That's what they want to do. Now, why is Bitcoin Black going to surpass Bitcoin? Now, this is a big if, right? But I want you to think way further down the line. More actual users, a distribution model intended to avoid price manipulation and price suppression, instant and fee-free transfer of value, ease of entry and simplicity, multilingual capability, energy efficient, incentives for introduction, truly decentralized and less volatility and more stable price. Now, here's another thing you want to realize. This is not a mineable cryptocurrency. You cannot mine this particular cryptocurrency, which actually makes this quite interesting. Now, there is a roadmap right here, and the roadmap basically shows you what's going to go on. And so we're kind of sort of right about here. Bitcoin Black launched, and it's at 10,000 members. Okay, so we're well above that now. So now we're going a little further. Multilingual expansion. Here, Bitcoin Black net launched, the network side of Bitcoin Black, begin the airdrop. So we're somewhere in between here, in the middle of multilingual expansion and this one, because we have not done the airdrop yet. The airdrop will not be started until until they hit 1 million users. Okay, once they hit 1 million users, then basically they will be starting that. And then here, down a little bit more below, you'll see the pre-sale coin distribution of Bitcoin Black Live Network. Now, there's a lot of different things that are basically going to be happening here. Here's distribution of 50,000 airdrops on the live network, continue automatic airdrop, 3,600 distribution. That's when people are going to start getting more and more of their coins. Android and iOS applications. So you can go through and you can basically read this whole thing. They're paying the top 110 basically affiliates to for these airdrop referrals. I believe they're going to get 1.8 million of the coins each, which is kind of cool, you know, and for actually talking to people about it, you can actually get that. There are bounties that you can have for it. So you can actually be paid in Bitcoin Black. And here's the other different open bounties that they have. And these are basically, if you want to submit a bounty for approval, you can. So if you want to be a YouTuber or whatever the case may be to actually exclusively promote it, you can. That's not something I'm doing. But if you guys want to do that, you can. Here is the white paper. The white paper is right here. So we're not going to dive too much into this because obviously it gets very extensive when you're talking about a white paper. You guys can check this at your own leisure. But just to go over the kind of just basic principles of this, if you look at the summary, Bitcoin Black aims to be the cryptocurrency of the people, by the people, and for the people. The intention is to be adopted for the use as a peer-to-peer payment system which gives the power back to the people. Bitcoin has failed at this. The true value comes from actual users of the ecosystem and giving power back to the people. Bitcoin transactions are slow and expensive, and we can all see that right now. And it can be argued Bitcoin is somewhat centralized. The main reason people participate in the Bitcoin ecosystem is as price speculators to get rich quickly and ride the bull to the moon, putting away some Bitcoin in hopes of $1 million Bitcoin in years to come. This is far from what cryptocurrency is intended for. More importantly than financial gain, cryptocurrency can be used as a tool of liberation. So I'll let you guys kind of read this as your own leisure because obviously it gets extensive. But they have, different marketing things that are involved within this too as well. And you can go through the introduction and keys to success and everything else that's here, roadmap, the GitHub that they have and everything. So you'll be able to see all of that. As far as the distribution goes, distribution is here as the most important part of a currency, 90 to 90. Well, we already read that. Bitcoin is an improvement to the monetary system and efficient and is not limited by borders. The main issue of the previous fiat currencies is more abundant in Bitcoin, which is the concentration of the elite wealth due to a flawed distribution model. So why have I brought you here to talk about this? Okay, to think about this one particular thing. Now here's the circulation, right? Here's the circulation. So in total, I believe it's 36 billion coins, I believe is what it's going to have. That's what they're going to have as far as the amount in total, 36 billion. So you're not talking about a coin that's going to be reaching values of, hundreds of dollars or anything like that. But you are talking about a coin that could actually have some kind of merit to it. And here's what I want you to look at really quickly. Let me just get to the pre-sale. Okay. Now you don't have to buy these coins. I bought 2 packages, to be honest with you. Each one of the packages is 100,000 coins. So you get 100,000 coins, and it's point. Check this out. Look at the price. 0.0009 per coin compared to 0.01 when they actually have their full pre-sale. Okay. Now I want you to think about this, and let's go back to CoinGecko real quick. Now, the reason why I think this could be so prevalent, just from a word Bitcoin perspective. Now, look at all the different Bitcoins that are out there right now, right? Look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in circulation. The first one is number 1. We know that one. That's our main one. The 5th one, is Bitcoin Cash. SV, is the split off of Bitcoin, right? The fork. Bitcoin Gold is another fork. Diamond was another fork. And Rhodium, all right? Now, let's start with the non-obvious. So let's start with Bitcoin Gold, okay? So we go to Bitcoin Gold. Bitcoin Gold is about $9.44. $9.44, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Bitcoin Diamond is, I'm on computer, 53 cents. Now, again, we're not talking about a lot of money, right? 53 cents, $9. Is it really going to change anyone's life? Not really, right? Okay, but now focus on this. Bitcoin Rhodium is 262. What I'm trying to tell you is that any coin that has come out that is named Bitcoin anything has basically seen an influx of price. So really, all you have to ask yourself is this. All you have to ask yourself is basically, do you want to be involved early, like super, super early, get these coins for free, get 3,600 coins, share them with your friends, and they can get 3,600 coins for free? Or do you want to just sit back and say, nah, I don't want that? Knowing what I kind of talked about and knowing that the use case for this particular coin actually is fairly strong, and if it can 100% decentralize Bitcoin and really give the power back to the people and basically allow for a much speedier transaction, and at the same time having that same kind of build where basically it's based on the Bitcoin core network, I think that is going to have a very strong potential for success. Now, again, is it going to be crazy amounts of money? Is the coin going to be worth hundreds of dollars? Who knows? But if you get it at 0.0009 cents and you get one pack that's worth $90, and you're getting 100,000 coins, right? So you're getting 100,000 coins for 90 bucks. If that coin goes to 10 cents, that coin has now 10x'd in value. And then at that point, you can choose to sell it should you choose to, but you're going to have 100,000 of those coins that you paid 90 bucks for. What if you paid $90 for Bitcoin way back in the day? How many coins would you have now? How much money would you have now? Think about it. I'm not saying that this is going to be the next Bitcoin. I don't think it will be. But at the same time, I think the juice is worth the squeeze, and it's worth taking a gamble to see if this could actually work. If for you guys, if it's worth it for you to spend $90 on a coin that gives you 100,000 coins at 0.0009 cents, when the IEO comes out, it's going to be a penny. I mean, look, I'm not providing financial advice. I'm no financial advisor. But what I am saying is that it may make sense knowing that every single coin that came out in the past that had the word Bitcoin in it is now valued at more than 51 cents. So kind of sort of think of it that way and then see if it's worthy for you. What I'm going to do is in the chat description, I'm going to put my link. And then if anybody wants to join, they can. If you have any questions or whatever the case may be, you're more than welcome to shoot me an email and we can go from there. All right, guys, have an awesome day or night. Talk to you soon. Live out.